Hello, everyone. I'm Josh. I'm going to talk about spiritual formation. As I really sat down and to think about what spiritual formation means to me, how I would define it, three key things really um, really came to the forefront in my brain. First is that it's a process, not an event. It's a journey. Yeah, it's a journey, not a destination at all. It's an active process. That's what Willard said in his article. Spiritual formation is an active process that I have to be engaged in day after day after day after day if I'm going to really be transformed. Um, and that's kind of the second thing that um, that really popped into my head was a scripture that validated my first thought. I love it when that happens when what I'm actually thinking lines up with scripture and can be backed up. Is Romans 12:2. It's going to be a paraphrase. I don't have my Bible right here in front of me. That we are to no longer be conformed to this world, but transformed daily by the renewing of our mind. And Paul's telling me right there that it is a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. My salvation event was an event. Yeah, it was an event that happened literally in an instant. I was changed from conforming to the ways of the world. No longer. The only way I could do that was to be transformed every day through being spiritually formed, through taking in good things in my life, through the spiritual disciplines, through reading my Bible, through prayer time, through worship, through and as a young Christian, it was mentoring was a big thing for me. Asking questions from people who were mature Christians, who discipled me, and I think that's really a way that I would describe spiritual formation. It's kind of a personal discipleship. Spiritual formation is just that. It's formation of my outward life, my faith life, my relationship with God by the Spirit, from within. As I'm taking in all these things and I'm really cultivating my relationship with Christ, the Spirit is evidences these things in me. Spiritual transformation is an inward thing with outward evidences, and that really brings me to the last thing that kind of jumped out at me when I thought about spiritual formation is in Luke 6, Christ is talking about you'll know a tree by its fruit. He says a good tree bears good fruit, and a good tree won't bear bad fruit. And at the end of it, he says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I also believe that out of the abundance of the heart, the hands go, or the hands do, excuse me, and the feet go. When we're cultivating that relationship with Christ, we're going to be and we're going to evidence those things by outward love. When I'm filling myself with the love of God and the grace of God, I'm going to be. It should be second nature to extend the love of God and the grace of God to my neighbors who don't know Him. To talk about people, talk to people that might not know Christ. Um, so spiritual formation is, to me, is that it's a process. It's an active process. I can't sit on the sidelines and do church and go through the motions and expect to grow significantly as a Christian. It's an active process that probably is easily compared to like I said, personal discipleship, allowing the Spirit to form me more into the image of Christ. Thank you.